Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War, Episode 38, Friend. This was a very interesting yet very simple episode. I will say that. I don't think this review is going to be very long as far as like talking about what happened in the episode. What happened in the episode is that we saw the fight between Bosby and Hashra, and I feel like this was a good choice to have this moved to its own little episode as opposed to how it was intercut with the manga in a lot of little scenes, because it gave us a chance to just get one story, get in and out. We know the finale is going to be coming up with two episodes released at the same time, so I think they want to keep that all together. But yeah, I mean, this was just Basby and Hashra, but the real reward of this episode was us learning how those two kind of came to be part of Yuhabag's army. We see them as kids. We see how they meet and they become friends, right? Hashra is a Quincy that cannot control or actually absorb any reishi, which makes him a very different type of Quincy, but it makes him special for a reason, and Yuhabak knew that. But in the meanwhile, Bosby was the one that was kind of like taking him under his wing. They both have suffered a lot at the hands of Yuhabak, right? Um, uh, Yuhabak burned down the household where Bosby used to live with his family, so that's why Boz wants to kill him. In the meanwhile, Hashra, his uncle, who he lived with and was mistreated by, we see all that very clearly in the episode, died while the forest burned. So they both make a pact to become strong Quincy's, and then also kill Yuhobak. But that's not exactly how things play out, as we can kind of, as the flashbacks of their childhood advance, we see that Yuhobak and his army do eventually meet up with Bosby and Hashra, and it is revealed that when the Stern Ritter are created, Bosby wants to join to be closer to Yuhobak, but it is Hashra who is actually chosen to be his right hand man, because he's a special type of Quincy who through his ability, although he can't really collect ratio or do any of the other things that the Quincy's would do, um, he actually helps you augment and become better, become stronger. Just your innate abilities, right? So the reason Basby is so strong is because he had been hanging out with Hashra all this time. So it's really cool to see why we've never really seen Hashra use any of his Quincy powers, and why he wields an actual physical sword. So that leads us to uh, one last flashback when Basby finally makes it into the Stern Ritter, but by this time, uh, Hashra does not want to kill Yubak anymore, and they kind of go into their separate ways. So now we flash back to the present where they are fighting. This fight is very one-sided. I think Basby has some of the coolest powers just because of his burner fingers, but unfortunately, they are no match for Hashra, who, although, like I said, he doesn't really have any powers, he's just very strong. His sword is very strong, like, and he cuts down Basby. But it is a pretty emotional moment. Uh, I think at least for the viewers, like you just saw how these two were friends, how they grew up together, and now they've kind of come to this confrontation. So, a beautiful animation as well. Great, like I said, especially during the fight, the actual fight with them in the present. It's really cool. Basby's visuals are really cool. The attacks from Hashra, although they are not visually stunning, they look really slick on the screen. So yeah, this was a good one. Just a really fun one-time fight, nothing that has to be extended over multiple episodes, but definitely has a big consequences. So yeah, we are at the end game here. Two more episodes to go, and then the season is over. Core 3 has been just a plethora of amazing fights and some really cool anime exclusive stuff, which I think the last two episodes will have a lot of anime exclusive stuff as they kind of begin to rearrange the end game of what the manga was, because the manga's end was a little bit disconnected and a little bit rushed for some reasons that you probably already know if you're a fan of Bleach. So if you enjoyed this episode, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.